this time around, I mean, yeah, sorry, yeah.
I was going to think back in the day, with equipment, as technology advanced, they had those mobile tracks, those, recording studios, and you hear a lot of artists will tell me, we didn't know the song was going to happen to be like this. It all of a sudden became 8 minutes. We were going, we were on, we want to keep this, we want to bottle this. I think that's a lot of it in the 70s, the FM, the stereo. I mean, I grew AM, it was such tinty mono, but as it grew and sounded better, what you guys were creating back then, it creates so much excitement.
Yeah, that's even when you listen like Lighton Hopkins record, you can tell, right? The song just ends abruptly, right? And you can tell that it's just on the spot recording and stuff, right? I mean, obviously I don't know the history behind it, but just listening to it, you're just like, well, I see what he did there, right? Probably somebody, the production room's like, hey, got it, and and in a way, I sort of again, it's not. I'm not elevating myself to their status or anything, but it's. But I do play a lot of my stuff is it's along the same lines, man. It's really spontaneous. I don't have like I really never went for that whole sort of speed factor or when you listen to the record, you will hear some degree of not errors, but it's not perfect, right? It's not perfectly produced, and so it's and I do like that sort of grit, raw aspect of music, and so I do try. I mean, a lot of my lyrics and stuff, they're literally. I mean, I'll be sitting watching the news, and I'm like, all right,
Mm-hmm.
That's just where the idea. So it's a lot of the stuff is grounded in a lot of reality, right? I mean, on this new record, I mean, the Drowning Man's Blues. It's all about going down to Mississippi or the Delta and stuff, and again paying homage to that sort of tradition, or it's so it's just storytelling, but I do it from my vision, right? I mean, it's all relatable to me. I may use different characters, but that's just me talking about myself and my experience. So and again, been through this sort of music aspect where it didn't work out the first time around, and then taking a very, 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 very long break from it, and then just by accident getting back into it. That sort of sense of appreciation that I have for it now is particularly the guitar, right? I'm telling you, dude, I had lost my mind. There was complete friction with the guitar, man. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to. So for a decade and stuff, I didn't even touch it, man, because it lost its allure for me. And I think, I credit the blues entirely and all these great musicians for it's like they gave me a second chance, man. So,
and you guys can all relate to that story. That's an artist's journey. I mean, how you guys came back, and I have no idea. I've always admired the strength of your hands and the grips and the technique, and it's just a gift from God, everything you do. And I'll tell you what, bro, I have it right now. I have Johnny Man Blues lined up, Boneyard Blues lined up right here, brand new tracks. And that's the fun thing about today with technology. I just got that, picked it up, and here we go. Anything you want to tell us for Johnny Man Blues before we crank this one?
Yeah, this is again off the new EP on the Bull. It should be out in June, and I'm, again, it's just a really upbeat, raw, bluesy track, man. So hope you guys like it, man.
Let's do it. Yeah. On the Humagoon, rocking right now. I love that, man. Bro, I love that Saturday night. I like the beginnings of your tunes, man, and the whole thing. Izzie's Caravan.
Really
love it. Thank you.
Awesome, dude.
A lot of fun. I love that. It is one thing about the blues. You guys, it really picks it up. I mean, what happened to all the music? How did we get away from all the blues?
Yeah, it really makes you wonder, dude. But again, it's kind of cool. Again, like coming on this show and stuff. Like I was telling you earlier, I had some brilliant artists on your show, man. I mean, so many cool musicians keeping the tradition alive. And again, in a way, it's got its own, it's got its own beauty to it, where we're part of a select group of musicians, trying our best to keep this tradition alive, man. And like I was, just a while back, this video on YouTube even showed up on how grunge killed hair metal and stuff like that. And, but through it all, I was sitting and thinking, I was like, wow, man. I mean, all these trends come and go and blah blah, but that sort of novelty. I mean, the novelty of the blues doesn't wear off, right? I mean, it just keeps going on and on and on. That's this very, it's got its foundations and it's unshakable, man. So that's a cool part of being in this particular tradition.
It's such a huge community, like the International Blues Fest that comes to Memphis, and I had a lot of guests I've talked to live, Lawrence Lebo and Bridget Purdy. They were at the event, and everybody knows they all have these different societies worldwide. They all come on Beale Street, usually in February, January, and everybody has a big party, man. It's a great,
cool, man.
And everybody's coming, and it's such a community. Maybe it's the age, Yeah. I always say blues to you guys are talking, it's rock and roll, man. I mean, I'm living in the old 60s, my life, but when I got this show and I got all this cool music, I'm like, wow, that's just a jam, and I always thinking, well, they don't have it on the radio or I wasn't influenced to it. Well, that's what I'm trying to do here, but man, you guys are it's a jam, bro. And it's great to hear how you learn and grow, and now it's just all happening again for you.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think, and it's again, like I said, it's got the foundations are so strong, man. It's never, people can debate, musicologists will keep debating. It's rock dead, not dead. It's I think blues musicians tend to be, or this tradition tends to be a little